Hello. So this is an interesting set of circumstances that we find ourselves in. I'm making this video for all of my wonderful students who have reached out to me in one way or another, wondering about how the rest of this semester is going to go in response to the COVID-19 novel coronavirus outbreak that we've experienced. And it has put us in a very unusual spot. I am currently quarantined in my home. I've not had any exposure. I've just sort of, we've gone into isolation, as many people have, semi-isolation anyways. And a lot of you have seen from my various studios where I teach at Weatherford College, Tarrant County College, Northwest, Southwestern Baptist Theological Seminary, what their official responses are now. If you haven't heard, they're basically the same. This week for Southwestern and for Tarrant County College Northwest, the schools are extending spring break an additional week, going into next week. And for Southwestern, after that week, we're going to be doing online courses, and there's some discussion of maybe doing in-person lessons. But I want to go ahead and try to get a jump on how to make sure that all of you receive the best education possible. And I also want to make sure that those students of mine who go to the guitar studio on Camp Bowie also, kind of know what's going on, and how we might meet some challenges for those, if we're not able to meet in person. So I wanted to just kind of make a short video here to help with all of that. So as far as my college students go, for each of my individual studios, I am uploading a similar video to this, kind of discussing how we'll address those individual cases to your Blackboard or Canvas or whichever course design software that is native to that particular place. But just broadly speaking, I'm fortunate that my wife's brother is going to be helping me set up some really professional video recording equipment here. Some nice DSLR cameras and lighting and boom microphones and the whole shebang. And luckily, he teaches photojournalism and he knows what he's doing. I don't, so he's going to give me a crash course. It's something I've always wanted to learn. It looks like I'm just now going to be getting around to it under some pretty unusual circumstances. But I think with that we can address some issues that I've seen some other professors have with things like just doing straight Skype lessons or Zoom or FaceTime or whatever. So one of the common issues that I'm seeing brought up are really have a lot to do with the inequity in the quality of the equipment that students have. Even if the professor has really good equipment, maybe the students don't, or there might be issues with the internet connection and there's sorts of lag and however, it is the case that most iPhones that most of you have and Androids do actually take pretty good quality video. My plan as of now is to have those of you in applied lessons actually video record yourself playing. And we'll figure out some upload platform. We can either do sort of like you can send a private YouTube link or something like that, or upload to one of our course platforms, Canvas or Blackboard. I'm still in the early stages of kind of fishing around. But then we can video conference and sort of discuss, and we can do some playing that way during some of the critique. But I really want to be able to hear better representation of your playing. So we're going to go at it first that way. And with the video equipment that I'm going to have set up here, I'm going to be recording some performances and lectures and things like that here in my home, and making those available. Still, some of them I'll make public, for anyone who's interested, because why not, while I'm at it, maybe help someone else out a little bit. But your lessons and things like that will be private. That will be something that will be for your own educational use. And then beyond that, things like ensemble, the ensemble concerts across the campuses are canceled. It doesn't matter whether you're at Tarrant County or Weatherford or Southwestern, Scarborough College. They're all not happening. So I will be in discussion with various administrators on how we're going to be dealing with that and addressing my studios separately, depending on what those independent administrations determine is the best course of action. So I want all of you to know that feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, or if you just need to chat. I think we run the risk of feeling really isolated as we all are having to kind of step into this social distancing, I guess it's like a social policy. I don't know what else to call it. It's a new paradigm for our interaction. But I want you to know that I'm here, and you can reach out to me for any questions you have or concerns, or if you just need to to chat a little bit, feel free. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. And we'll just make the best of it. And hopefully with the use of some of these new platforms, we'll discover some new techniques for learning that can actually improve all of your education going forward. As far as my students at the guitar studio, or any of my students here that come here to the house to study, I'll reach out to you individually, and we'll kind of decide what's best from there. I do have members of my family who have had surgery recently or been hospitalized and that kind of thing. And I just want to make sure that the health and welfare of my family is square. So I want to be very careful about in-person lessons. So I want to just make cautious and wise decisions there. So anyhow, this is my home studio. So we'll probably be seeing some things coming out of here in the next days, week, something like that, as soon as possible, guitar wise, but hopefully some of it will be useful. And bear with me as I'm learning these new platforms. I haven't done a whole lot of online content until recently. Anyways, I hope you all stay safe and stay healthy. Feel free to reach out again if you have any questions at all, and use this time to practice. All right, have a good evening.